If everyone would please be seated, it's now time to call the City Council to order on Monday, November 4th at 2024 at 7 p.m. here in the council chambers. I'd like to remind everybody that if there would be a tornado, we would go to the basement, which is the stairs across from the sewer department. And if there was a tornado, we would go out, a fire, we would go outside. And so, in an orderly fashion. Since the meetings are being videotaped, it's important that everyone speak directly into the microphone when speaking. And we'll start with the roll call of the alderpersons.
Alderperson Whitaker.
Here.
Alderperson Schneider.
Here.
Alderperson Duco.
Here.
Alderperson Aris.
Here.
Alderperson Randall.
Here.
Alderperson Ferguson.
Here.
Alderperson Anthony.
Here.
Alderperson Ovian.
Here.
Alderperson Dintelman.
Here.
Alderperson Schaefer.
Here.
Alderperson Steele.
Here.
Alderperson Rothweiler.
Here.
Alderperson Elmore.
Here.
Alderperson Wygant.
Here.
Alderperson Sullivan.
Here.
Alderperson Ostoff.
Here.
Mayor, everyone is present.
Thank you so much. Now roll call of department heads.
City Treasurer Bierman.
Here.
City Attorney Horner.
Present.
Police Chief Matt Eiskamp. Fire Chief Stephanie Mills. Finance Director Jamie Matrit. Director of Public Works Jason Poole. Director of Wastewater Randy Smith. Director of Library Leander Spearman. Director of IT Ty Buckner. City Engineer Scott Sager. Director of Health, Housing, Building Scott Tyler. Director of Economic Development Planning Zoning Cliff Cross. Director of Human Resources Bill Clay. Director of Maintenance Mike Schaefer. Mayor Randy Smith is excused.
Okay, thank you. Let's now stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. No public hearing tonight, so we will go directly into public participation. I'd like to remind you that this is 2 to 3 minutes per person. Is there anyone here that likes to speak for public participation this evening? Yes. Yes, yeah, go out as a private citizen.
I'm going to speak out against when you come to the meeting and you don't address what's on the agenda. As far as I'm concerned, if it's race baiting, you need to carry your ass out of here.
Let's keep it no
Okay?
cursing.
You keep your glutamus maximus out of here. But saying that, we need to go ahead and make sure that we keep everything set up where we are addressing issues that are pertinent to the city of Belleville. I'm going to give you something right now that the BND is not following up on, even though I talked to them. I keep bringing up the issue of that broken concrete down there at 157 and 89th Street. That issue there affects Johnny Anthony's property at 10,519 because it is basically involved with sanitary sewer issues. The water was running out of it, leaking, going down into on the West Main Street. You could smell it as you were driving down West Main, and Johnny couldn't get anything done. I couldn't even talk to Matt Missy, the city engineer, to go ahead and do anything with that broken concrete because it's going to affect Family Dollar. It'll affect his property as well. What the BND ought to look at, and we as a city should go after, the city of East St. Louis got $30 million in COVID funds they're sitting on. They got grant money they're sitting on. They can do repairs to the property before something catastrophic happens because Family Dollar's sitting in a very bad situation. They may be sitting on top of the sanitary sewer lines coming down the hill that go into that broken concrete. But the BND is not looking at this, and they should take a point and go after it, and go after the city of East St. Louis before something serious happens. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, anyone else? Yes. Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Oh, please state your name and address.
Kenneth Wyland, 11024 Reichman Lane, Alhambra, Illinois.
Okay, thank you.
I'm here this evening on behalf of Chris Binley and to hope that the alderpersons here allow him to have a accessory building over 150 square feet for a limited time. His business has grown significantly on that site in the time that he's been there, and I've owned the property for about approximately 16 to 18 years, and that's the nicest storage that anybody's put there versus malicious compliance that a lot of businesses use with an old semi-trailer or an old car trailer that's just broken down on the property. And it also, on the second item, with regard to a variance to allow accessory and temporary storage of vehicles. This auto repair shop has an ebb and flow of vehicles. Sometimes there's more vehicles that the ordinance allows, and sometimes there's less. So it's not a common it's not common to have 20 or 30 vehicles on that site. This is for a few vehicles that typically, from what I've seen, only happen once or twice a week where it would go over the variance. But Chris is here before you, so he doesn't go out of variance, and he's worked with the city in the past for the sign and improved the building. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Anybody else?
Good evening, folks. My name is Thomas Davis. I live at 3543 West Sydney in St. Louis. I'm here specifically about a house that I own at 3713 West Main, right over here at the street. I wanted to just give a couple of things about us and about that. Tonight you'll be talking about whether or not we should use that as a short-term rental property. I just wanted to say some things about us before you guys do that. First, we've been hosts for 3 years, and we have a 4.81 overall rating amongst all of our customers. That's with 600 reviews. When we were live in Belleville, we had a 4.91 rating from our customers, with comments such as responsive and attentive hosts, great accommodation, absolutely top-notch, location was perfect, my family lives in the area, great place to come and visit. To make it a little bit more logistically impactful, last year in our Airbnbs we contributed $14,000 just in lodging tax to the city of St. Louis. We would anticipate in Belleville a 70% occupancy rate, bringing that hotel lodging tax to about $2,700 per year, bringing our individual income tax, our licensing fees into that. We anticipate $6,300 annually brought to the city of Belleville just in tax revenue and licensing. And then also in addition to that, we would there would be a job, very, very part-time, 165 hours basically for the year, but it would offer somebody the chance to earn about $6,000 in the year, and they would be responsible for cleaning up that property like when the guests are leaving. That's it. That's all I wanted to say.
Thank you very much. Anyone else? State your name and address.
It's Gary Johnston, 823 North 10th Breeze, Illinois. I own the building at 23310 Collinsville Road, which is neighboring where they're trying to get the variances. I've been in business over 30 years, and I've owned rental property for 25 years, and I've always followed your rules. I don't think I've ever had a complaint, and I haven't had a citation. This building is actually set up for a quick loop, where you pull in and you get your oil changed and you leave. It's not set up for extended periods of time for cars to sit there, because he doesn't have the space. He doesn't have the drive-around space that the zoning requires. He doesn't have the designated parking that the zoning requires. He's blocked my entry from my commercial building. I have 3 slots with trash trucks, tire trucks, tow trucks, literally unhooking cars because they can't fit on his lot, and they're blocking mine. I've had pictures of all of it. I've talked to the gentleman about it 6 times. I've talked to the owner about it 4 times. nothing's really been done. So what they're trying to do, the owner is correct. He rented too small of a space for his business, and then now they just want to just keep throwing cars in the grass and adding storage containers, I guess. So that's really, I mean, Mr. Patel could not be here. He's the neighbor on the other side. He's in Chicago, but at the zoning meeting, he gave his 2 cents on it also. So,
Okay, thank you very much. Anyone else? Yes.
Chris Brindley with 2339 Old Collinsville Road. I'm the owner of the Castrol Repair Center down there. We are a new business. We have expanded greatly, and we're trying to do it the right way. Obviously, we're not here to block other people's property or anything like that. Has that happened where a tow truck or something has pulled on his driveway? Yes. Have they stayed on his property or have they inconvenienced him? I don't feel like that's the case, but obviously we're not here trying to do that. We have plenty of room around the property. We have another half acre that's in the back of the property. We just want to find that happy medium where we can expand and grow our business. Obviously we're new. The word, as far as like the container goes, the word permanent keeps getting thrown out. It's not a permanent container. It is a temporary container that we're trying to house tires and things like that as a temporary spot in order to comply with the EPA and things like that. We need, hopefully in the future we plan on adding more space in the back on a building that would all put it under house where it was actually a solid permanent foundation with another garage building or something like that. It's not like we don't have the space. As far as the 10 cars or whatever that we're asking for, it is a partially times where cars need more time in order to get parts and things like that, not a everyday occurrence that we're constantly parking 20 cars on the lot that are gonna sit there for months on end. We're not a junkyard. We don't wanna be a junkyard. If we treat the property like a junkyard, we wanna be fined. That's not what we're asking. We want to comply with the city. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you. Any more public participation? Hearing none, we will move on. Tonight we have, I'm looking for my proclamation recognizing National Apprentice Week. I think it is up in my office. I was called out to a meeting at Governor French. Who would like to go up and get it for me?
Scott Tyler will.
Scott. And my door's unlocked, Scott. There's a folder on my desk. Thank you so much. I'll go ahead to recognize the character word of the month, which happens to be peace, working and living in harmony with each other. Sorry for the delay.
We can go on.
We could go on.
Yeah, and you can go back, yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. So let's move on to a motion to approve city council meeting minutes of October 21st, 2024. Thank you. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Under claims, payroll, and disbursements, I need a motion to approve claims and disbursements in the amount of $2,146,106.72 and payroll in the amount of $1,021,442.52.
Whitaker, so moved.
Schaefer, second.
Thank you. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Whitaker.
Aye.
Schneider.
Aye.
Duco.
Aye.
Harris.
Aye.
Randall.
Aye.
Ferguson. Anthony. Ovian. Dintelman.
Aye.
Schaefer.
Aye.
Steele.
Aye.
Rothweiler. Elmore. Weigant. Sullivan.
Aye.
Osthoff.
Aye.
Motion carries, Mayor.
Thank you so much. I motion to approve the treasurer's report, September 2024. and Statement of Cash and Investments Report from September of 2024. Thank you.
Schaefer, second.
Thank you. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Motion to approve the city attorney's report dated November 1st. Anyone?
Whitaker, so moved. Schaefer, second.
Thank you. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Now we'll move on to oral reports from standing committees, special committees, and any other oral reports from the elected officials or staff. Motion from the Board of Fire and Police Commissioners. A motion to approve the hiring of Anthony Dolphin and Justin Schobert as probationary firefighters effective Monday, November 4th, 2024 at 12:01 a.m.
Schaefer, second.
Okay. Any discussion? Roll call?
Schneider,
Yes.
Duco,
Aye.
Harris,
Aye.
Randall, Ferguson, Anthony, Ovian, Dintelman, Schaefer,
Aye.
Steele, Rothweiler, Elmore, Weigant, Sullivan,
Aye.
Osthoff,
Aye.
Whitaker. Motion carries, Mayor.
Thank you, and I'd like at this time for our new probationary firefighters to please stand and be recognized. Our first gentleman is Justin Schobert, and our second gentleman is Anthony Dolphin. So let's give them another round of applause. And thank you so much for choosing Belleville. Thank you. Glad to have you. Oh, Mr. Tyler, thanks for bringing it. We'll stop right now and I'll do the proclamation, and then we'll come back. National Apprenticeship Week is celebrating its 10th anniversary of raising awareness of the vital role registered apprenticeship programs provide in creating opportunities by allowing apprentices to earn while they learn and prepare a pathway to good quality jobs and well-paying careers in Belleville, Illinois, and across the nation. And whereas registered apprenticeship programs enable employers to develop and train their future workforce while offering career seekers affordable paths to secure high-paying jobs, and whereas the City of Belleville recognizes the role of registered apprenticeship in expanding opportunities in our working workforce that are inclusive of individuals who have been historically underserved, marginalized, and adversely affected by persistent poverty and inequality to become apprentices and contribute to America's industries, and whereas the City of Belleville recognizes that registered apprenticeship, a proven and industry-driven training model, is a key strategy to improving job quality and creating access to good-paying, family-sustaining jobs for all, starting with youth and young adults, while addressing some of our nation's pressing workforce challenges, such as rebuilding our country's infrastructure, addressing critical supply chain demands, reporting a clean energy workforce, modernizing our cybersecurity response, and responding to care economy issues. Now therefore, I, Patty Gregory, Mayor of the City of Belleville, Illinois, do hereby proclaim November 17th through the 23rd, 2024 is National Apprenticeship Week in Belleville. In witness whereof, I have hereunto set my hand and caused the seal of the City of Belleville, Illinois, to be affixed this 4th day of November in the year of our Lord, 2024. Thank you. And just right here in Belleville, with everything that has been going on for workforce development at the SWIC campus, and also with the District 201 CAVE, we are so fortunate to have our students graduating right out of high school and going into well-paying jobs. At this point in time, the CAVE on the west end of Belleville is adding 20,000 more square feet of workforce development that will contain aerospace engineering that we're working with Boeing on. And also, they will have some more healthcare operations going on there too, besides the 100,000 square feet. So that's 120,000 square feet of workforce development in our city. I think that's something we should all clap and be proud about. Okay, thank you. We will now move on to motions from Streets and Grades. Alderperson Randall?
Thank you, Mayor. Folks, is it all right for me to read them together? Yes. Appreciate that. 11B1, motion to approve a contract with Stutz Excavating, Inc., lowest responsible bidder in the amount of $179,123.50 for Bicentennial Park Spillway enhancements. This is TIF 16 and DCEO funds. 11B2 is a motion to approve a contract with Gonzalez Companies, LLC, in the amount of $18,900 to provide construction inspection professional services for Dewey Detention Pond improvements. TIF 12 funds. So moved.
Anything else? Okay, any discussion? Hearing none, we will take a roll call.
Duco? Harris? Randall? Ferguson? Anthony? Ovian? Dintelman? Schaefer? Steele? Rothweiler? Elmore? Wygant? Sullivan? Osthoff? Whitaker? Schneider? Motion carries, Mayor.
Thank you very much, and now we'll move on to motions from Zoning Board of Appeals. Jenny, would you like to make a motion to read all together?
Which ones do you want separate?
11C2, 11C3, and 11C4.
Okay, the rest I can read together?
Yes.
Okay, I'll do those first. 11C1, 51 October 24, Belleville Steinhaus, Joseph Reuter. Request for a special use permit to establish and operate a restaurant bar with outdoor seating dining at 805 South Illinois Street, 08280-239-028 and 030, located in a C2 heavy commercial district. Applicable sections of the zoning code 162.248, 162.515, Ward 5. Zoning Board of Appeals recommended approval with a vote of 5-0. 11C5, 55 October 24, Belleville Steinhaus, Joseph Reuter. Request for a special use permit for a Class B liquor license at 805 South Illinois Street, 08280-239-028 and 030, located in C2 heavy commercial district. Applicable sections of the zoning code 162.248, 162.515, Ward 5. Zoning Board of Appeals recommended approval with a vote of 5-0. 11C6, 41 September 23, Leonard Tyler. Request for a special use permit, expand upon the indoor storage use at 814-818 East Washington, 08220-348-076, 077, and 078, located in C2 heavy commercial district. Applicable sections of the zoning code 162.248, 162.515, Ward 7. Zoning Board of Appeals recommended approval with a vote of 5-0. 11C7, 42 September 23, Leonard Tyler. Request for a special use permit to construct a metal building exceeding 150 square feet at 818 East Washington Street, 08220-348-077 and 078, located in C2 heavy commercial district. Applicable sections of the zoning code 162.248, 162.515, Ward 7. Zoning Board of Appeals recommended approval with a vote of 5-0.
Okay,
Harris, so moved. Schaefer, second.
thank you. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Okay. We will now go back to do the other motions, or other discussions.
11C2, 52 October 24, Thomas Davis. Request for a special use permit to operate a short-term rental at 3713 West Main Street, 08170118074, located in a C1 light commercial district. Applicable sections of the City and Zoning Code 34.043, 154.15, 154.46, 154.49, 162.233, 162.515, Ward 3. Zoning Board of Appeals is forwarding this with no recommendation with a vote of 3-2.
Motion to deny.
Second.
Okay, any discussion?
Can I ask why you're denying?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
On or around August 9th, 2024, I was notified of 3713 West Main being used as a short-term rental. I contacted Economic Development after researching the address and locating the listing on Airbnb. I provided the information I had found to Economic Development. On August 16th, 2024, I was copied on an email to the Director of Economic Development the city treasurer, the Belleville Police Department, the assistant city attorney, and Ward 3 alderperson Scott Ferguson. Subject matter being the zoning code violation letter to owner of property at 3713 West Main. A follow-up email was sent the same day to include the city clerk and office personnel of the city clerk's office. On August 19, 2024, I was copied on another email stating a problem occurred with mail to be sent out on August 16th, and the subsequent notice was sent August 19th, a letter by certified mail to owner of 3713 to cease renting and provided guidance to apply and list the property under the short-term rental program with zoning. Subsequent email of September 4, 2024 advised the owner went to the Economic Development Planning and Zoning Office to submit application for short-term rental. Stated he had removed the house from Airbnb website and is being fully compliant with staff's request. On October 3rd, I received a call from the neighbor who advised someone is staying at the property with temporary Georgia plates. I emailed Economic Development and asked if we were confirming to allow the owner to operate, continuing to allow the owner to operate as an Airbnb. I received a response from the Director of Economic Development on October 3rd, 2024. The substance of that had to do with the process that the applicant would go through, and that if it was denied by the City Council on November 4th, then they would enforce the ordinance in the code. And if it was approved by the City Council on November 4th, then they would make sure that they had all the licensing, the business occupancy permit, everything else that they needed to have to be compliant. It struck me kind of odd that I would have to wait for enforcement to take place over a violation that was already occurring. At the October 24th, 2024 Zoning Board of Appeals meeting, the resident next door pled his case for denying the short-term rental request by the applicant. He testified about the rental of this property from April through October and stated he had documentation including vandalism to his property. Subsequent questions from the board revealed inconsistencies between the application submitted and the testimony provided by the owner as to the number of minimum days per stay. There is also a loophole in our ordinance regarding short-term rental maximum stay, which would allow the renter to re-up the contract for an additional 28 days, thereby skirting around what would qualify as long-term rental, requiring the property to be inspected, registered with crime-free housing, as well as obtain an occupancy permit. I believe we have a responsibility to our neighbors and fellow residents to ensure we have a proper handle on short-term rentals, that we are able to, one, account for all properties currently being used as short-term rentals. That's not being done. That we identify those that are not and enforce our ordinances. That our process includes input from all departments that have a stake in the design and implementation, including follow-through, economic development, the city clerk, the city treasurer, housing and code enforcement should all be at the table to design a plan that works for all. And I'm asking the City Council to deny this request. Thank you.
Okay, any more discussion? Okay. Roll call?
Yeah. So an I vote is to deny, okay? Harris?
Aye.
Randall?
Aye.
Ferguson? Aye. Anthony? Aye. Ovian? Aye. Dintelman?
Aye.
Schaefer?
Aye.
Steele?
Aye.
Rothweiler? Aye. Elmore? Aye. Weigant? Aye. Sullivan?
Aye.
Osthoff?
Aye.
Whitaker?
Aye.
Schneider?
Aye.
Duco?
Aye.
Motion carries to deny, Mayor.
Okay, thank you very much. Now we will move on.
11C3, 53 October 24, Chris Brindley, request for a special use permit to construct an accessory metal building exceeding 150 square feet at 2339 Old Collinsville Road, 08140-105-029, located in a C2 heavy commercial district, applicable sections of the zoning code 162.248, 162.515, Ward 1. Zoning Board of Appeals recommended denial with a vote of 4-1.
Motion to deny.
Second.
Okay, any discussion?
I just have I'm sorry, I have a question. Is there any gray area, middle ground that could be talked about for these, in terms of delineating in the agreement how long, listening to Mr. Brindley speak, it sounds like it's a temporary thing with them having space to build, and maybe they don't have the finances necessarily to build at this point, and so this is a Band-Aid approach, which I can understand. But I also understand his neighbor's appeal as well. I just wonder if there's a way to say, you can do this, but you have this long, and after this point, then they have to be removed, and you should have figured out something else more permanent.
Okay, would you like to speak to
Yeah,
this?
I'm assuming that's for me at this point. So those were items that were discussed during the zoning board meeting. Okay, there were various things that came out during the testimony. There was discussion, how many cars were there, what's the average length of time that a car is there. There was discussion about why is it not on an improved surface? In other words, these vehicles are actually on the grass. The code requires it to be an improved surface. There was discussion about screening. How do you screen them in? And then there was discussion about this isn't a junkyard. And I understand the applicant had indicated tonight during his public participation that that's not his intent. And I'm not saying that is his intent. But by the letter of the code, the way the code is written, when you and this isn't the first case we've had where we've made that determination. A lot of times you'll see it with towing companies. The towing operation is permitted by right in the C2 district, for example, but it doesn't allow for the outdoor storage, right? When it was originally written, it was written in the day when I had my own tow truck. I went and I picked up the vehicle and I took it to some sort of salvage yard or something somewhere else. But the way the code is currently written, when you have 3 or more unoperational vehicles within a certain 24-hour time period, you fall under the definition of a junkyard. And that's what it in a sense becomes per the letter of our code. So the short answer to your question is there was discussion about that. In fact, one of the recommendations was that there would be no more than 10 cars. They talked about, do we screen it in? Or they actually said, well, do we need to even require as a condition of approval that it's screened in, because the ordinance requires that, and it technically does not, because the way the ordinance is written in terms of landscaping in our code is not a beautification landscaping ordinance. It's a separation of incompatible uses type of ordinance. In other words, it's primarily designed to separate a commercial zoning operation from a less intense residential. Hence, you put up the fence and the buffering, and it kind of mitigates the negative impact on the neighboring residential property. So there was discussion about that, but I think what they came out of that was, we can't meet that, right? And I think that's why it came to that vote of a 3-2, which came to you as no recommendation from the Zoning Board of Appeals.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, any more discussion on 11C3? We have a motion on the floor. Hearing no discussion. All in favor?
No, we should do a roll call.
Okay, you want
It's
to
a
roll
deny.
call this? Okay.
Yep. So an aye vote is a motion to deny. Randall?
Aye.
Ferguson?
Aye.
Anthony?
Aye.
Ovian? Dintelman?
Aye.
Schaefer?
Aye.
Steele?
Aye.
Rothweiler? Elmore?
Aye.
Wygant?
Aye.
Sullivan?
Aye.
Ostoff?
Aye.
Whitaker?
Aye.
Schneider?
Aye.
Duco?
Aye.
Harris?
Aye.
Motion to deny carries.
Okay, thank you. You want to read on?
11C4, 54 October 24, Chris Brindley, request for a use variance to allow for accessory temporary outdoor storage of vehicles on an unimproved lot at 2339 Old Collinsville Road, 08140-105-029, located in C2 Heavy Commercial District. Applicable sections of the zoning code, 162.247, 162.570, Ward 1. Zoning Board of Appeals is forwarding with no recommendation with a vote of 3-2.
Motion to deny.
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion?
Yes, I have a question. The storage of vehicles and all that, do we have an ordinance that, if you're working on a car to be left sitting out of one of the bays, sitting up on jacks like all weekend long. Is that,
Well, so I don't know if there's a specific section in the code that calls that out and says that's permitted or non-permitted by right. Now, that said, that's the whole purpose of requiring special use permits for exterior accessory outdoor operations such as working on a car outside of the garage. The purpose of that is so everybody can have their input and they can figure out what's the best way to mitigate that impact of that exterior operation going on. So the short answer is, no, there really isn't. Now, however, the other thing that does come out, there could be some other provisions of the code in terms of safety issues where it becomes a safety issue, and I would suspect that the business owner as well as the city and his insuring agent and property owner wouldn't want any type of liability risk of an outdoor operation that's unmonitored during a weekend or a potential threat. I mean, who's to say someone doesn't come and pull that wheel off? I don't know. It's a policing and a monitoring issue. But short answer is no. There is not anything specifically in the code that says you can or cannot do that specific operation, but there is provisions in the code that talks about accessory outdoor operations and the process to get there.
my next thing is, I don't know if I should have asked it on the first one or this one. We do have an ordinance that after there's 3 violations with a dumpster, that they have to be enclosed, and any new dumpsters coming in, they're not grandfathered in where it doesn't have to be enclosed, fenced, has to sit on a concrete pad, and for the trucks to come into the thing to pick up the dumpster, it has to be paved.
Correct. There are provisions in the code that talks about screening of dumpsters, and ironically, when you talked about the trailer tonight, right? And it's not a permanent, from what I hear, it's intended to be a temporary. Well, that's the problem with that. When you do an accessory building that's associated with a commercial operation and it exceeds a certain square footage or a certain percentage of an increase of that footprint of that floor area or the building on the lot, you're required to go through the site plan approval process, and those are the conditions that's further attached to those approvals of those site plans, i.e. you enclose a dumpster. I think one of the most recent ones you saw was the Dollar General Market. They're required to enclose their dumpster. Out in Belleville Crossing, they get exceptions where they get a little bit of, they have to do awnings and things like that on the back because even though it's technically not on Route 15, it faces Route 15 and you want to conceal the blank wall look. You want to make it look like it's an inviting frontage to any type of right-of-way. So short answer is yes, you are correct. There are requirements for that.
So this dumpster would have to be enclosed with the fence, the concrete pad, and for the...
Well,
No.
from what I hear, it's already there, okay? So we have, in reviewing something like that, we do have our legal non-conforming provisions that are identified in our code, right? And non-conformity is a fancy term for grandfather. If you have a dumpster that's been there for 25, 30 years, and it's never been removed and it's continued as part of that operation, it's very difficult to go back and unless they do some sort of major changes to force them to bring that up, right? It's just it's a grandfather type of operation. Now, if it becomes a nuisance issue, I think you're talking about 3 strikes or you're out. If you do it more than 3 times, it becomes a chronic nuisance. You can address it. If it's removed or some sort of court action, then you can talk about bringing it up to code because they're having trouble keeping in compliance with the code.
Okay, any more discussion? Hearing none? All in favor?
I would do a roll call again.
Oh, you want a roll call again?
Yep.
Okay.
Ferguson? Oh, I'm sorry, an aye vote is to deny. My apologies. Anthony? Ovian? Dintelman? Schaefer? Steele? Rothweiler? Elmore? Weigant? Sullivan? Ostoff? Whitaker? Schneider? Duco? Aris? Randall? Motion carries, Mayor, to deny.
Okay, thank you very much. We will now move on from motions from administration. Jenny, would you like to read?
11D1, motion to approve an agreement with Regional Justice Information System Commission, REJIS, and Siren GPS for 9/11 RTA services as part of a pilot program with Belleville School Districts.
Harris, so moved.
Schaefer, second.
Okay, any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Let's move on to motions from traffic. Alderperson Elmore.
Yes, thank you. We have several issues, motions tonight. Is there any objection to reading them as a group?
No.
Okay, here we go. 11E1, motion to remove traffic signals and control cabinets at North Third and West A and South Third and West Washington. 11E2, motion to change the name of the traffic committee to Traffic and Parking Committee. 11E3, motion to remove school speed zones from the 100 block of West Harrison, 100 block of West Lincoln, and the 200 block of South First Street. Motion 11E4, to remove no parking from the 100 block of West Harrison on the north side, 200 block of South Second on the east side, and the 100 block of West Lincoln on the south side. 11E5, motion to approve a yield sign on East Grant at Wabash Avenue. 11E6, motion to approve a yield sign at East Adams at Wabash Avenue. 11E7, motion to remove 2 handicap parking spaces in the 400 block of South 13th Street on the east side. 11E8, motion to remove no parking in the 400 block of South 13th Street on the west side. 11E9, motion to approve 2 handicap parking spaces on Union Avenue on the south side from a point 112 feet to a point of 152 feet from the intersection of South 13th Street. Those are my motions.
Randall, second.
Thank you.
Was that Randall? I'm sorry.
Oh,
Was that Randall? Who seconded that? There, okay, thank you, sorry.
Okay. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Now motions from ordinance and legal review. Alderperson Steele.
Can I read these together? 11F1, motion to amend an ordinance regulating public camping, Title 13, General Offenses, Chapter 130, Offenses Against Public, Peace, and Safety. Section 130.03, Beggars and Panhandlers, Notification of Homeless Shelter Availability. 11F2, motion to amend an ordinance regulating secondhand drop-off containers, Title 11, Business Regulations, Chapter 113, Special Sales, Personal Sales.
Randall, second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Tonight we have no communications, no petitions, and no resolutions. So we will start with ordinances. I need a motion to read by title only. Ordinances 9324, 9327, 9328, 9329, 9330, 9331, 9332, 9333, 9334, 9335, 9336, 9337, 9338, 9339, and 9340.
So moved.
Schaefer, second.
Thank you. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Jenny?
And I can read all of those together, yes?
Yes.
Great. And just for your information, 9325 and 9326 will come back to the next meeting since they were denied, okay? Yes, the other one that was denied, yes. 15A, ordinance 9324, 2024, a zoning ordinance in regards to case 51, October 24, Belleville Steinhaus, Joseph Reuter. 15D, ordinance 9327, 2024, zoning ordinance in regards to case 55, October 24, Belleville Steinhaus, Joseph Reuter. 15E, ordinance 9328, 2024, a zoning ordinance in regards to case 41, September 23, Leonard Tyler. 15F, ordinance 9329, 2024, zoning ordinance in regards to case 42, September 23, Leonard Tyler. 15G, ordinance 9330, 2024, ordinance amending Article 7, Traffic Code, Chapter 75, Traffic Schedules of the revised ordinances of the City of Belleville, Illinois, amended by amending portions of sections thereof. 15H, ordinance 9331, 2024, an ordinance amending Title 3, Administration, Chapter 30, City Council of the revised ordinances of the City of Belleville, Illinois, as amended by amending portions of sections thereof. 15I, ordinance 9332, 2024, an ordinance amending Article 7, Traffic Code, Chapter 73, General Rules for Driving of the revised ordinances of the City of Belleville, Illinois, as amended by amending portions of sections thereof. 15J, ordinance 9333, 2024, an ordinance amending Article 7, Traffic Code, Chapter 76, Parking Schedules of the revised ordinances of the City of Belleville, Illinois, as amended by amending portions of sections thereof. 15K, ordinance 9334, 2024, an ordinance amending Article 7, Traffic Code, Chapter 75, Traffic Schedules of the revised ordinances of the City of Belleville, Illinois, as amended by amending portions of sections thereof. 15L, ordinance 9335, 2024, an ordinance amending Article 7, Traffic Code, Chapter 75, Traffic Schedules of the revised ordinances of the City of Belleville, Illinois, as amended by amending portions of sections thereof. 15M, ordinance 9336, 2024, an ordinance amending Article 7, Traffic Code, Chapter 76, Parking Schedules of the revised ordinances of the City of Belleville, Illinois, as amended by amending portions of sections thereof. 15N, ordinance 9337, 2024, an ordinance amending Article 7, Traffic Code, Chapter 76, Parking Schedules of the revised ordinances of the City of Belleville, Illinois, as amended by amending portions of sections thereof. 15O, ordinance 9338, 2024, an ordinance amending Article 7, Traffic Code, Chapter 76, Parking Schedules of the revised ordinances of the City of Belleville, Illinois, as amended by amending portions of sections thereof. 15P, ordinance 9339, 2024, an ordinance amending Title 13, General Offenses, Chapter 130, Offenses Against Public Peace and Safety, Section 130.03, Beggars and Panhandlers, Notification of Homeless Shelter Availability, and adding Title 13, General Offenses, Chapter 130, Offenses Against Public Peace and Safety, Section 130.21, Public Camping of the revised Code of Ordinances of the City of Belleville as amended. 15Q, Ordinance 9340, 2024, an ordinance repealing Title 11, Business Regulations, Chapter 113, Special Sales, Personal Sales, Secondhand Drop-Off Containers, Section 113.045 through 113.047, and adding Title 11, Business Regulations, Chapter 113, Special Sales, Personal Sales, Unattended Donation Collection Boxes, Sections 113.040 through 113.056 of the revised Code of Ordinances of the City of Belleville as amended.
Harris, so moved.
Schaefer second. Even though she rocked it.
Any discussion?
2 minutes and 47 seconds.
It was under 3.
Was.
Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Anthony. Ovian. Dintelman. Schaefer.
Aye.
Steele.
Aye.
Rothweiler. Elmore. Weigant. Sullivan. Ostoff. Whitaker. Schneider. Duco. Ayers. Randall. Ferguson. Motion carries, Mayor.
Thank you. No unfinished business this evening. So under miscellaneous and new business, a motion to approve motor fuel claims in the amount of $7,771.76. Thank you. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Ovian. Dintelman. Schaefer. Steele. Rothweiler. Elmore. Weigant. Sullivan. Ostoff. Whitaker. Schneider. Duco. Ayers. Randall. Ferguson. Anthony. Motion carries, Mayor.
Thank you very much. And this evening, we have no executive session, so I would entertain a motion to adjourn. Thank you. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you for coming out.